I can fake my way through just about anything. Public speaking? Check. Crying on cue? Check. That one that you're all thinking about right now? That one? I did it once or twice, check. Pretending, faking my way through acting as if I've got my shit together? Check. But there are two things that I cannot fake my way through. Mathematics and motherhood. I try to do those math speed drills that my kids bring home. It's first grade math. I never beat the clock. I mean, ever. There's numbers swirling around in my head. I am drowning in motherhood and numbers. My sweet little 5-year-old, the empath who believes that no one is bad, just merely misunderstood, is testing his own philosophy today in class. I'm the classroom volunteer, and so I turn to his teacher, who despite her cold look is incredible with the kids, and she's an impeccable dresser. And I ask, is it because I'm here that he's acting crazy? This is all the time. We need a conference. Wait, what? I remember years ago when I was a theater arts teacher, long before pregnancy, holding only one conference in 10 years of teaching. Over the course of 1 year, I would teach 2,100 students. And during my last year, I had a special conference regarding behavior one time with the parents. Once. For a student named Angel. Who wasn't. But now it is my kid, and I'm threatening taking away screen time and sugar again. And I'm trying to be present with him when all I would rather do is sink into social media and not hear about the fact that poopy butts are funny, or that 2 times 4 is 8. Wait, what? How did you know that? Well, Mommy, there are 8 planets. 4 smaller, 4 bigger. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2 times 4 is 8. Dude, you can't say your R's and you can multiply? You know what? I'm going to get off the phone. I am going to focus on you, okay? We're going to bake cupcakes for your brother's 7th birthday party. I have invited way too many people, again, and we're going to have to bake at least 51 gluten-free chocolate cupcakes, just to be on the safe side. I know you love to bake. 1/4 cup of oil, 2 eggs, 1.5 cups of sugar, numbers, fractions, we got this. So the next day, as I'm frosting each one of these 51 morsels of delight, I get a cramp. It's intense, and I think, wow, this period's gonna be a doozy. More cramps, 2, 3, 4 more. I feel as if I'm going into labor, except I'm not pregnant. I don't think. Is it just gas? Did I eat too many cupcakes last night, to make sure that they weren't poison? I don't think so. I take 2 Pepto-Bismol tablets and I lie down. Just for a minute, I calculate. If I go to the ER now, I can be in and out in time to make the party if it's only gas. It's so embarrassing to go to the ER for gas. My mom and I do end up leaving my husband to throw a party with 51 attendees who all happen to be my friends. The minute we take off, I vomit, and it is clear that this is a bigger problem than I initially thought. I'm not bragging right now, but I have never done my Kegels. As in, never, ever. And so every time I vomit, I drench piss my pants. I am in the ER waiting room for 3.5 hours. The first hour I try lying down on the ground, but security wants me in a seat. It's not sanitary on the floor, after all. Who cares? I'm a mom. I am used to grossness. I've already vomited and peed on myself. It shouldn't matter. By the second hour, the sea of people shifts every time I heave, and they attempt to get as far away from me as they possibly can. I don't blame them. My mom is almost cradling me and as patient as I've ever seen this human being who actually lives her life in juxtaposition to peace and calm. Hi, Mom. She continues to check with the front desk every 20 minutes, then every 10, worried about her baby. By the 3rd hour, I realize the party is coming to an end at home. And I whisper, "Call James. Tell him to throw the it didn't sound like that, but 51 cupcakes away. No one should eat them. I might have norovirus." I find out through speakerphone that my neighbor actually plans to stow some away in her Tupperware, claiming she didn't care if they were diseased, they looked too good to throw away. I have momentary Pinterest mom pride amidst my sickening groans and wails. After 3.5 hours of waiting, we are finally wheeled into the ER private room where I can lie down on a bed. Dr. Gorgeous walks in to examine me. That's not his real name, you guys. There I am, I'm lying in my own urine-soaked sweats, and a vision of Handsome arrives to save the day. I am not pleased. After 30 minutes of countless ultrasound pics and one CAT scan, Doc Guapo announces that I need to be wheeled immediately into emergency surgery. And there it was. After 5 hours and 4 doctors, 2 nurses, 1 patient, and 1 mom, we found the culprit. 1 popcorn kernel, 1 perforation of 1 colon, and level 10 on the pain chart. In less than an hour, I was under anesthesia and they were surgically removing it and reassuring me as I was drifting off and muttering, "No poop bag, no poop bag, no poop bag," that I wouldn't need one for the rest of my life. The kids came to visit a couple days later, and my eldest handed me a sweet handwritten card, but the little one just eyed me and circled my bed singing Imagine Dragons' Thunder, thunder. He's so weird. He stopped to count the bags of saline and antibiotics hanging next to my head, 8 to be exact. Apparently he was having a horrible time in school, acting out like crazy. My God, I am the parent with the problem kid, and I cannot do anything from this hospital bed. And then one night while I was stuck in the hospital, he asked Grandma if I was going to die. I personally hadn't really thought about it. Death didn't seem to be an option in my overly packed and scheduled life. I was told that after he asked, he waited for an answer. He did not wait for an answer, but he threw himself into my mom's arms and sobbed, "I don't want my mommy to die." This kid needed his mother, and I needed to be near him to get him through the challenges and hurdles of school and life. And so the first night home, I lay on the side that didn't hurt, held him close, and we talked about life. The good, the not so good, and the sometimes ugly. 1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 2 is 4. There are 4 people in our family, and no one is going anywhere for a long time. I promise, hoping and wishing that I'm right. It's been 6 months since my hospital stay, and every once in a while, the 5-year-old who just turned 6 asks the same question. "You won't die soon, will you? Not for a long time?" I don't understand time, kid. It's all math to me. I don't know what happens to us when we go. I don't understand quantum physics or the universe, but I understand love. And I promise, I will love you forever. And forever is. He chimes in. Infinity numbers? Yes. Too many to count.